Well, Travers, he actually has stepped down. We're actually now listening to another witness who pulled up right after the shooting. But Thomas was on the stand early this morning. He started basically today's trial off being questioned by the defense on what exactly happened the night that Hayes shot Smith. And he says that this could have all been avoided. And he also went on to say that basically this is something he's going to have to live with for the rest of his life. Now take a look at this video here. This is exclusive video of Thomas after the defense spent this morning trying to find inconsistencies in his story of what happened that night 8 years ago. Hayes had said he had shot Smith in self-defense. Now Thomas on the stand recounted what he says happened moments before the shooting and what he saw after. He says there was two groups of people arguing. Hayes, Raquel, Will Smith's wife, and Will were on one side and the friends of the two groups were on the other. He says Raquel convinced Will to walk away. He says they calmly walked back to their car when a fight was about to break out between the other group of guys on the other side. He says that's what he heard. That's when he heard Hayes' gun go off and Will was dead, slunked over the steering wheel. He says he heard Hayes yell, "Y'all seen what happened?" There's been a few times the defense has had Thomas read transcripts to remind his memory of that night. He was also asked what kind of drinks they had had that night and how many, and Thomas said he did not recall. Thomas says coming back to talk about what happened has been very hard to do for him, and he even broke out in tears, saying, quote, "This whole situation sucks. I lost a good friend. We lost a brother. This whole situation is unfortunate. It could have been played out differently. This is something we have to deal with for the rest of our lives. We lost a good person. His memory will live on forever. That's why I'm here. I want to tell my truth, and Will deserves his truth to be told. It didn't have to happen. It could have went a different way." Now, it's going to come basically up to this new jury to decide whether that shooting was justified or not. And currently right now we are listening to the man who shot video on his cell phone when he came up to the scene, and we're watching that video as well with the jury. So I'm actually going to go back up into the courtroom and hear the latest as the state and the defense will question this new witness. Reporting here at the criminal court, I'm Cassie Sherm. Back to you.